Good morning to everybody. My name is Santiago Bravo, and today we are going to be interviewing two students of Colegio San Pedro Claver. Welcome.
Good morning. Thank you for inviting us. My name is Maria Gabriela and I'm very happy to be here. Hello, my name is Mariana and I'm very happy to be here also.
Thank you for accepting the invitation. The public was looking forward to it. Let's start with the interview. To start, can you tell me if you are agree or not with the use of uniforms in the school?
Well, I'm not agree with the use of uniforms in school. I am agree with the use of uniforms in the school.
Can you be more specific? How do you feel using uniforms?
Well, I think that uniforms are uncomfortable because wearing a skirt every day for me is uncomfy. And also the fabric that is made of the uniform makes you feel hot. But I think that uniforms are comfortable because we have a different uniform for every occasion.
Different types and styles of clothes can express feelings, thoughts, and personality of the people. Do you think the uniforms can do the same thing?
Yes, with clothes we can express a lot of things, but wearing uniforms prevent us to express of the students and make them unable to express like thoughts, feelings, and their personality through clothes. Except that wearing the same clothes motivates students to express themselves in different ways than just physical appearance.
As you know, making clothes aren't cheap, and uniforms aren't the exception. Some people say that uniforms are very expensive. Are you agree?
I am agree. Uniforms aren't cheap because first of all you have to buy many of them and a single of it is very expensive. And also you have to watch it like every night and that costs money too. That's a good point, but it reduces negative comparisons between students of different economic levels.
Many uniforms represent institutions such as the school. Do you believe that the strategy in some way motivates the students?
I think that this motivates students because when they wear the uniform, they create a sense of belonging to the school and makes them behave when they are wearing it outside the school. So in this way, what you say is that it creates a involuntary publicity to the institution, and I don't agree with that. I think it's really unfair.
Nice, so we can conclude that wearing uniforms has its benefits and disadvantages, taking into account the price of it, the feelings, and the personal opinion of the students. Thank you for coming here.
Thank you for the invitation. Thank you. See you later. Hi everybody and welcome to NCR News. Today we have a very interesting interview with two big names in the fashion industry, Ms. Castillo and Mr. Bravo. Welcome.
Thank you very much for the presentation and thank you for inviting me.
Thank you too much for the invitation. I'm so excited to be here with you on this important channel. We could not afford our interview without the two biggest designers in the region. Thank you for coming. To start, the audience wants to know, how do you see the future of fashion?
I have been in this job for several years, and in future fashion could be more based on technology, new color range, and other designs.
I'm agree with Mr. Bravo. I'm sure that in the future, the fashion will be so involved with technological science because slowly we are finding new methods to produce friendly garments with the environment. That sounds very interesting. It's fascinating how science is really related with fashion. It's like fashion is becoming a science. It's unbelievable. Well, now I want to know how people and how society is going to react to these new methods that you mentioned. Give me your opinion about it.
My opinion is that like through these new methods, we can produce fabrics in a different ways. People will be fascinated about how we are doing that. Also, I think they will like the result because it's something have never done before.
I believe and hope that people react in a positive way to these new methods
because these new methods are really going to help us solving a lot of problems and cost of clothes production. It is easier for us using these new methods.
I hope it's so. I'm very excited to see how it results, but there's something I don't understand. What methods are you talking about? What are you going to develop? And if they are friendly with the environment, because that's a very important thing.
Well, in my company, we are developing new fabrics using pineapple leaves and so mushrooms that we discovered. Through with pineapple leaf, we can make fabric designs that are so creative, and I love it. Mushrooms, we can make some kind of fake leather, so yes, they are friendly with the environment.
We are developing something totally different, but same as efficient. We put sensors in sports clothing, so in that way, high-level athletes, while practicing any sports, can know their heartbeat, and this can prevent, for example, heart attacks.
Both of you have very great ideas. I trust that fashion in the future is going to be awesome. There's a lot of possibilities that you could imagine, and I love it. So, thank you so much, Ms. Castillo and Mr. Bravo, for coming here today. It was a pleasure to have you. Hi everybody, and welcome to this new interview of Channel 3. Today we are going to interview Dr. Santiago Bravo, who is a teacher from the institution. Welcome, Mr. Bravo.
Hello, and thank you for inviting me.
Thank you for accepting our invitation. We are very happy to have you here, Mr. Bravo. Let's start with the interview and with the most important question. Why they use uniforms in the institution?
In the institution, the use of the uniform is mandatory because when the students wear it, represent the school. Also, it motivates the students to leave the name of the school high.
That's a very good point of view. The next question is, a lot of students do not like the uniform, and this situation happens very rarely. So, why do you think this happens, and how do you think we can solve this?
There are different opinions on the subject. I have seen many students conform to the style and characteristics, but others complain about the fabric, the design, and the colors. You can say that everyone thinks differently. Some are satisfied, others not.
Along with that situation, what are the things would you change about the uniform, like the design, the colors? Tell us why.
Everything depends on tastes, color, designs, and other components. It's good. It has an institutional meaning and value for the school. I will not change it much.
The function of the uniform is to represent the institutions. Do you think it accomplishes and
For example, the shield. The institution chooses the uniform from the students to represent it, so that they feel proud about his school.
To finish this interview, we would like to commend you our opinion. My opinion is that students should wear normal clothes to school because in that way they will feel more free, authentic, and comfortable with what they're wearing.
Well, I disagree with you. I really think uniforms are so important because when students wear uniforms, they get motivated to express themselves in other ways than just physical appearance.
It's all about self-opinion. What both of you say, it's right.